Don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Two times. You got 61, matchbox lights. Check 6 guys. 49, check 49. Alert flare. Hey, Alabama.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On second and 11 now. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
5. Get the ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Brady. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you push it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, receiver. Hey, Haywood.
Cousins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown, and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there was a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game. But having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he locates Walker, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's crashing. Go, Bandit.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wait, that's let me kill. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check. 55 to mark. Let's go on. No, 66.
On 2nd and 12, Brady is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, wahoo! 55, Mike 55. Bring it. Bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Exit. Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball. In the first half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will.
It happened very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carlos Hyde in the game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Brady. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, Delta. 55, not 55. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Robinson's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
You take hella long. I thought you was already on.
Double dog.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down at 4, Brady. That's complete to Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Get ready.
First and 10.
Kill.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, Bruce will bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This one complete to Coleman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw.
It's just, I mean, it's like,
on the screen, this is Coleman.
But I kept
inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's not terrible. It's not like
they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
I mean, it's a guilty pleasure type of show.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You see this shit? People really love that.
Let's go. Check it. Our time. Hey, go. It's coming this way.
It now makes sense to me.
Here we go. Check it. Reload.
Again, it's
You said what, dude?
the open man here, Renfro. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Alabama.
I don't know. I might start watching it again, though, just to watch it.
Let's make these babies cry.
I ain't got nothing else to do.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
All-American wasn't as good as Friday Night Lights. Michael B. Jordan was in the Friday Night Lights TV show. But the
And
movie
that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage,
I got
and
gun
communicating
game
well,
and
too.
team deathmatch check.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Regular.
Yeah, man.
Coming to you. Hey, orbit. Check pass.
Nah, you got
Now
that.
Brady again. Now he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Brady to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Dudes, I know you still.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Dude, you just died. Shut up, bro. I just see you
and then they
die.
can head to the locker room.
Why are you lying?
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe.
I see
that might
you
actually
die.
pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
No, nigga, I get active. That's why I'm not
Solid
doing it.
return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
You can't just chill with the shotgun, though, because you can't hit nobody from the ball.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Watch out, dudes.
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they
I'm
do
just
just
about to kill you, dudes.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's
Nah,
a
that was somebody else at the
pickup,
top.
and that's
I was
gonna
coming to
bring up a
blindside.
3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on
Finally
offense,
out this.
be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Walker has it. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Cousins on first down.
Cincinnati winning that streak. Get out that streak.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Oh, yes.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The cool part about chilling, though, you know a nigga could demote you if he melee you.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Yes, Bray, he demote you.
Able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
But looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run for it with Hyde. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Who the fuck is shooting?
It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bro, that crossfire shit got me
a
hot.
major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create
It's like
space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
How, bruh?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On second down.
That happened to me the first time I played this. I ran through everyone. I got to 17 and knifed the nigga.
So statistically,
thought I won.
both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone.
Just sitting there, too. All I had to do was throw it, bro.
Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What? Nah, man. Nah.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
What are we going to do?
Because they're not even over 100
This ain't that
yards
game.
yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Brady. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch for 8 yards. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to be taken down with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and a long way to go. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now a play fake. Brady going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
The worst. That's why you got to have somebody with you to turn the opposite way on 3. Some real war shit.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here.
Yeah,
on
but niggas behind you, dude.
They're going for it.
You didn't see them buttons?
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, Haywood.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day, just like that.
Shadow.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now.
These niggas keep hiding behind these boxes, bruh.
Looking for more than 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They got the lead, too. That's what's funny.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
53 Mike. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under Pressure again, and down he goes again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And just shutting him off there. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Look how much I was missing, dude.
Fucking weirdo.
I had to slow it down. Yeah.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All day defense, all day.
Go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Drop deep.
This is my perfect play.
Throwing again. Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Coleman.